That's the game, that's finished. West Ham United 1, Leicester City 2. Let's get some context into the review before we go any further. The context is that Leicester City put our reserve team. Would you agree, Tony? The reserve team?
Well, it was a reserve team, of course it was, yeah.
So Leicester City put a reserve team. Why did they put our reserve team? They've lost against Manchester City. They've lost against Liverpool. Up until that point, Leicester City would have thought that they were contenders for the title, certainly. So they've lost that by losing to Leicester, by losing to Man City, by losing to Liverpool. That's gone. Yet they've turned up here today and decided that they could play a reserve team and win. And when they did, I'm struggling for words. For those of you that usually watch our videos, you will know that this is no surprise. I thought I was turning up to see a loss today, but when the team sheets came in, I thought, hold on, we've got a chance. Something different can happen here. But it didn't happen. I think most teams in the Premier League would beat Leicester reserves, not West Ham. West Ham can't beat Leicester reserves. I'll try it. If I can edit the Leicester first team up there, I'll try and put it up. If I can, I will. I'm going to try and get this video up quickly so you can all see it. We played their reserves, we failed. Carlos Sanchez had been deployed in the middle. It failed. Noble was rested. I understand why. He can't play that many games in succession. It failed. Sebastian Haller was taken off. The whole lot.
Fuck off. Stuff your support up your fucking arse.
Tony, tell me what happened today.
Nothing happened today. Nothing. The worst Leicester performance of the season happened today. With a reserve Leicester team happened today. And they still pulled their pants down. That's what happened today. Nothing happened. Carlos Sanchez turned up with a Willian wig on.
When you say a Willian wig, you felt that he felt he could play like Willian and he didn't.
Well, I'm sure he thinks if he grows his hair like Willian, he can play like Willian. No, he doesn't. He did nothing. I mean, he's the embodiment of the goalkeeping version of Roberto. That's what he is in the midfield, basically. No, we, as you said, mate, they threw us a chance. They threw something. They chucked some olives at us. And they said to us, look, you know, we're going to rest half our team, see what we can do. And we blew it. The players, they didn't move. Mate, I'm running out of things to say because I'm running out of things to say that hasn't already been said. Movement, passion. We are an embodiment of what Pellegrini is, which is a corpse standing on the touchline, and we are 11 corpses on a football pitch, basically. What else can you say? I mean, fucking hell, nothing was right. They even gave us the cruelty of a bit of hope at half time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, that's what gives me the fucking ump even more. But then when their second goal went in, there wasn't a single person in this stadium that thought we were going to equalise. None of us did. We were like, oh, we were all kind of laughing. There was just nothing at all.
No, and I've got to say, right near the end, they almost scored another. Whether I don't know whether that will get included in the match of the day highlights. I'm not sure. Although what Tony said was great. If Roberto was an outfield player, he would be Sanchez. That's the calamity status of the guy. That's how out of tune he is with the coordination of his body. He lacks basic hand-eye coordination.
And can I say, who as a reputable manager would pick him and then stay with him until the hour when it's clear that... Honestly, I joked to you and said, is it possible to substitute someone after 8 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, to see that team sheet, the Leicester team sheet come out, was the ultimate insult to West Ham. That was basically we can lose to Liverpool with our best team. We can lose to Man City with our best team. Yet we can beat West Ham with our worst team. That's what happened today. That's what we saw out there. That's not me spinning the words or being tricksy with the language. That is exactly what happened today. That smacks of a man who has been told Bournemouth is your pivotal game. Don't lose against Bournemouth. So he's thought, all right, fair enough. Don't lose against Bournemouth. But I can lose against Leicester. I can lose against Leicester reserves and still keep my job. For anyone, there's no one left here now. For anyone that's turned out and spent their Christmas money on a ticket for today, shame on the club.
Can I ask a question? Why are they playing the fucking Foo Fighters after the game?
Because the club don't run the...
I don't know, but are they trying to drown out?
No. The club are not in control of the music. Because we rent the stadium, Tone. We rent the stadium. The stadium operators are different to the club.
Doesn't that get in your tits as well?
I didn't even hear it until you mentioned it. What tune was it?
It was the Foo Fighters. Looking for a there, looking for a satellite. Looking for, yeah.
Do you know what? It might as well have been the Jam going underground because we're going down.
That's true.
Thank you.
This is how
Thank you, Steve.
Down.
That's how we roll. We think quick here on Hammer's Chat. Yeah, look, you know.
James don't actually sound.
This is terrible. Steve, do you want to wave to the video?
Alright, we're going down.
There we go.
Well, I'm only 90% sure so far.
He's 90% sure we're going down. Steve sits alongside us. We've got a lovely crew around us where we sit in the stadium. Nobody's particularly disagreeing with anything anybody else is saying. It ain't looking pretty. It ain't looking healthy. Today was a really good opportunity to get a result against a weakened and rested Leicester team. We didn't go for it. We didn't grasp the nettle. We didn't think, hold on. We knew it was opportunity. The management who reside over there somewhere, wherever. Sorry, there you go. They didn't see it as an opportunity. Final words, Tone. I'm not going to ask you for man in the match, clearly.
I'll give you one. Well, West Ham is probably Fabianski, but then he gave away the penalty, so it's like, but anyway. No, final words is, I think I'm shit scared now, Gonzo, because I'm thinking, when I watched that today, I don't know. I don't know, where do we go from there? It's there was nothing, was there? There was a team that looked like the manager. I mean, the manager, he sported white trainers today. I don't know if you noticed that. Does he always wear white trainers?
I haven't noticed.
Is that like, I don't know, to make him look a bit more youthful? I don't know, but we look dead. We look a dead side. I'm trying to think of anyone. Did anyone stand out?
Well, Fabianski, you mentioned.
He stood out, but he gave away the penalty, but he made some good saves.
Yeah. It could have been worse. I think 4-1 with Fabianski. Well, without Fabianski would have been fair.
Let's remember that you and Gio said 4-0, so the fact that we were actually fighting towards the end, but I don't feel any better because we lost 2-1 than if we had lost 4-0. You know what I mean? I don't. It doesn't make me feel any better because we were so insipid in that last 20 minutes. We never looked like scoring. So it could have been 4-0 or 2-1. I don't feel better because we only lost 2-1. In fact, you know what? I feel fucking worse because it didn't make any difference.
Well, because that one goal was within our grasp. We never tried.
We never looked like getting anyway. No. Exactly.
No,
yeah.
No. It never looked like we were going to get it to 2-2, and I'm afraid that's the truth of the matter. What I do want to say, just very quickly before the end, there's been a food bank running to here. It's a charity that is close to my heart. I've had to use food banks 3 times personally in my own life, and today I'm going to try and spin the graphics up here. We've got a food bank. We've got a West Ham food bank. It helps people in the local community. I've met all the people involved in it today. What a lovely, lovely bunch of kind-hearted people they are. If you're coming down to the game, if you're coming down to Bournemouth, if you're coming down to Everton, if you don't even bring a tin of food, it's non-perishable goods, by the way, so you can't bring a mouldy old cucumber. You can't bring a tin of, well, you can bring a tin of tomatoes. You can't bring fresh tomatoes. if you ain't got none of that, then just pop along. I'm gonna flash the image up. See the screen, it's just to the right. As you see the screen, as you see the aquatic centre, it's just to the right of there. If you ever got any food with you, you can pop a couple of pence in the bucket. Everything is very, very gratefully received. These are real issues. I know we ask a lot of you, and bless you for everybody that's donated to all the charities that we've raised. But this is a Newham-based, Stratford-based charity for people that literally can't feed themselves. So as much as we're whinging about the West Ham, whinging about Pellegrini, there are people who are whinging about having no food whatsoever. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you very much. I wish you a happy new year. We'll obviously be back with lots and lots of other videos. Tone, say goodbye.
Happy New Year all.
Happy New Year to everybody, and we'll see you very, very soon.